Most people think changing their life requires a huge decision, a new career, a completely different routine, a dramatic transformation. But what if real change starts with something so small that most people ignore it? Something you do before you even leave your bedroom. Making your bed. At first, it sounds almost too simple. How can something as ordinary as arranging a blanket and fixing a pillow have anything to do with success? But that's exactly why the lesson is powerful. Because the biggest changes in life are often built from small actions repeated consistently. In his book, Make Your Bed, Admiral William H. McRaven shares lessons he learned from years of military training and leadership. And the first lesson is surprisingly simple. Start your day with a completed task. When you make your bed in the morning, you accomplish something immediately. It may be small, nobody sees it, nobody celebrates it, but your brain notices. You started the day by keeping a promise to yourself, and that creates momentum. Think about the opposite. You wake up late, your room is messy. Your first few minutes are spent rushing, searching for things, checking your phone, and reacting to whatever comes next. Before your day even begins, you already feel behind. The difference isn't the bed itself. The difference is the mindset you create. Small wins matter because they change how you see yourself. A person who repeatedly completes small commitments starts believing, I am someone who follows through. That identity affects future decisions. You become more likely to exercise, more likely to finish difficult tasks, more likely to handle challenges instead of avoiding them. One small action doesn't change your life, but it can change the direction you're moving. And direction matters. This is something many people misunderstand about success. They look for motivation before taking action. They wait until they feel ready. They wait until they have more confidence. But confidence usually doesn't come first. Action creates confidence. You don't become disciplined and then start acting disciplined. You act with discipline and slowly become a disciplined person. The same idea appears everywhere. Someone doesn't become a writer because they suddenly feel like a writer. They become a writer because they write regularly. Someone doesn't become healthy because they suddenly find unlimited motivation. They become healthy because they repeat healthy choices. Your actions are constantly teaching your brain who you are. Every day, you are reinforcing an identity. But there is another reason small habits matter. Life is unpredictable. You can plan everything perfectly and still face problems you never expected. A difficult conversation, a financial problem, a failure, a setback. You cannot control everything that happens, but you can control how you respond. And that control is built through small disciplines. The military training McRaven describes is not only about physical strength. It is about developing the mindset to handle difficult situations. When things become chaotic, basic habits create stability. A simple routine gives you something you can control. And sometimes, when everything else feels uncertain, controlling the small things is where resilience begins. One of the biggest mistakes people make is underestimating simple actions. They think, if it's easy, it can't be important. But simple does not mean meaningless. Walking for 10 minutes, reading a few pages, writing down your priorities, making your bed. These actions look insignificant alone, but repeated over months and years, they shape the person you become. Your life is not usually changed by one massive moment. It's shaped by hundreds of ordinary moments. The 5 minutes after waking up, the choices you make when nobody is watching, the promises you keep when there is no reward. Those moments build your character. Making your bed will not magically solve every problem in your life, and that's not the point. The point is what it represents. It represents starting. It represents discipline. It represents taking responsibility for the first thing you can control. Because sometimes the first step toward a better life is simply proving to yourself that you can complete one small thing.
But the lesson of Make Your Bed goes far beyond making a bed. The deeper message is about understanding something many people forget. You don't build a strong life through occasional moments of motivation. You build it through the standards you follow every day. Think about people who achieve difficult things. From the outside, their success often looks like talent. People say, they are naturally disciplined. They are just different. They have something I don't have. But most of the time, what separates them is not a special ability. It's the small standards they refuse to ignore. They show up when they don't feel like it. They finish what they start. They take care of small responsibilities before they become bigger problems. This is why small disciplines are important. They create trust with yourself. And self-trust is something many people underestimate. When you constantly break promises you make to yourself, your confidence slowly decreases. You start believing your own words don't mean much. But every time you follow through, even with something small, you send yourself a different message. I can depend on myself. That idea becomes extremely important when life gets difficult. Because everyone faces moments where things don't go according to plan. Everyone experiences failure. Everyone experiences rejection. Everyone has days where quitting feels easier. The difference is not that successful people avoid these moments. They don't. The difference is that they have built habits that help them continue. McRaven shares many lessons from Navy SEAL training, and one of the biggest themes is resilience. Not the type of resilience that comes from pretending everything is easy. Real resilience comes from accepting that difficulty is part of the process. You will struggle. You will fail sometimes. You will face situations you cannot control, but you can decide what you do next. This is one of the hardest lessons to learn. Many people spend their energy fighting reality. They ask, why is this happening to me? Why is this unfair? Why did things not go according to my plan? But strong people eventually learn a different question. What can I do now? That question moves you from frustration to action. A small daily discipline trains that mindset. When you make your bed, you are not just organizing your room. You are practicing taking action before your emotions decide for you. You are learning that your mood does not have to control your behavior. And that lesson transfers into every area of life. When you don't feel like studying, but you study anyway. When you don't feel like exercising, but you show up anyway. When you don't feel ready, but you start anyway. Those moments create something more valuable than motivation. They create character. Another important idea from the book is that nobody succeeds alone. People often imagine success as an individual journey. One person, one goal, one achievement. But every meaningful achievement involves other people. Teachers, friends, family, colleagues, mentors. People who support you. People who challenge you. People who help you become better. Knowing when to ask for help is not weakness. It is awareness. The strongest people are not those who never need anyone. They are the people who understand that growth happens through connection. And maybe the most important lesson from this book is this: don't wait for a perfect moment to become a better version of yourself. Start with what is already in front of you. One small responsibility, one small improvement, one small promise kept. Because the person you become tomorrow is created by the choices you repeat today. Making your bed will not change your entire life in one morning, but it can represent something bigger. A decision to take control, a decision to stop waiting, a decision to begin. And sometimes, a small beginning is exactly what creates a completely different future. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Make Your Bed, like this video and subscribe to Book Flow for more ideas from powerful books. Because you don't always need more information. Sometimes you just need the right idea at the right moment.